Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Learnicity Show, where we take a deep dive into the Learnicity ecosystem, talk to business owners, find out what makes them run, their tools of the trade, tips and tricks. I'm your founder and host, Andrew Keller, and today I am joined by Erika Bell of Tribe Called Juice Press. Thank you for being on.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, yeah. Take a few questions. Take a few seconds and introduce everybody to yourself and Tribe.
My name is Erika Bell. I am the owner of Tribe Called Press at 41 South Potomac Street. So entrepreneur.
Yeah.
It's been going on 3 years that I've been in business. So it's been a roller coaster all the way around, but
yeah,
I'm still here.
So Tribe Called Juice Press. I walk in there and I see tons of healthy options. Why is that healthiness or just kind of that wellness attitude important to you? Why did you want to start essentially a healthy drink shop?
Yeah, so I was already a juicer, and I wanted to bring that different aspect to downtown. And not only that, since we started during COVID, we started at the height of COVID. So I wanted people to be aware of the natural things that they could do with their body to help heal yourself.
Okay.
Our world lives off medications, but we really don't know the natural stuff that you get can really be self-healing as well. So our juices are straight pressed vegetables and fruits, no sugar added, no additives, no nothing. What you see on the menu is literally what you get. I don't add anything. I try to make it as natural as possible.
And there is from someone who has tried products that are, for example, like a tropical smoothie cafe, a smoothie from there and a smoothie from you is a night and day difference.
It really is. And I'm not just saying that because, Tribe is my baby. But I've had, I know, not necessarily firsthand because I was never really a big fan of tropical smoothie. So I think I had it once. And, for the most part, but I do hear from other people how it's like, the fructose, the sugars, the syrups, and all that. So that's why when people come into Tribe, I want them to have that natural feeling, like, oh, this is really good. Oh, and it's healthy. You know what I mean? Like, some people see, like, for example, kale on the menu in one of the juices, and they're like, kale?
They get scared.
No, scared. No one's a huge fan of kale. But what I try to let them understand is, you don't taste it, it's just juice. So juicing it is a lot different. But my thing is, we don't question what's in Pepsi or Coke or Sprite, the things that we drink unquestionable. You just kind of pick it up. If this was a Pepsi, you just drink it. No one like, wait a minute, let me make sure what's in it first.
46 grams added sugar.
Yeah, you don't look at that. So, but they will question some things that are just in the juice, like, oh, I'm not a big fan of kale, or I'm not a big fan of spinach, and that's fine. But I always try to give them that sample. Like, here, you got to taste it. You'll fall in love with it. I promise. So.
Yeah. We're going to zoom out a little bit and go away from your business owner hat and go into, take that off, and then put on your community leader hat. I wanted to shift to the Caribbean.
That's a bigger hat.
That's a bigger hat. Shift to the Caribbean Carnival, because I know last year when we shot a podcast, it was right before that, and leading up to it. It was a huge success. The event was awesome. I'm still seeing videos and pictures on my feed of just a variety and different things that were going on there. I know you have it planned again for this summer. Tell us about it. I'm curious. I can't miss out on it this year.
Yes, July 6th, so it's the first Saturday in July. It's myself and Jamia, which is the owner of Vibes Lounge in downtown. She's like 2 doors down from me. We partnered with it last year, and we knew it was going to be good, but it totally exceeded what we ever thought.
Yeah.
The street was packed. The vendors were selling out. It was amazing. And as soon as we put that call to action to say, hey, the planet has started, the floodgates open for the vendor application. So we know it's going to be big this year. Like, if I'm not mistaken, that was probably one of the biggest summer events that the city had last year. So I know definitely. Mayor and council was just like, we brought people from everywhere, Montgomery County, just from all over. Wow. You know, so it was a hit. It was a hit. Then we've already solidified everything with the city, so it's going to be even bigger this year.
Boom. I love it. I love the people that were...
It's going to be amazing this year.
I loved, like people walking around on stilts.
Yes.
I don't know what they're called in particular,
like
but
that. Yeah.
The tall people. Yes. Yeah. It was just, it just looked like really, really fun. Now we'll go back to Tribe. So when I walk into Tribe, again, there's a different vibe. There's a different feeling. And then when people go into that ecosystem a little bit more, Tribe Called Juice Pressed plays and then off your menu of 90s R&B and hip hop.
Right.
Why did you want to intertwine that into your business, and why is that type of music or just those artists important to you?
It was important because it's a culture. We derive from a culture, from whatever year, whatever year you are kind of raised in, that was a big era, 90s hip hop and all that. And that was like, the year. Like if you wasn't growing up that year, I'm not gonna tell my age. But so me and my partner then, like, we just came up with the different names. And we had to keep it in relation to the name. That's just like, for example, when Barbara Ingram's did the chalkboard wall that's up now.
Okay.
They was starting to play around with it, drawing some fruit, and I was like, hey, you guys need to do your homework on who Tribe Called Quest is. So they did, and they came back, and that's when now you see the tracksuits and my girl on my chalkboard wall with the fro. So they had to go back. I needed it to reflect.
Can I kick it?
Yes, you can. I needed it to reflect the era and the culture of what it really means, So that's why when you come in, when you hear that music blasting, whichever one it is, if it's Tribe, De La Soul, all them, it's gonna bring your attention to what's going on. Then you look at the menu, be like, oh shoot, Green Latifah, Hail Mary. So it all kind of plays in.
Yeah, because you wouldn't, from an outside perspective, you wouldn't think R&B in healthy organic drinks. You don't think that there'd be a bridge there, but not only do you have that bridge, you meet it well too. And it's just a new form. It's just a new expression, and you can feel it when you're in there. It's definitely pretty cool.
I really, I'm a dope juice bar. Like, kudos to all the other ones, but Tribe is dope. You know, so I have to give my own self props for that, and and everybody that was with me in the beginning, that helped, cultivate it, Danielle Casanall, Kristen Holt, they help really pull all that together as well, just with help and guidance and partnership. So,
Yeah, so let's keep running off that community then aspect. How important is it from you with ingredients-wise on having sometimes going to your community? Because I know that with your honey, all of your honey is local.
Yes.
Local. Why is that important to you, not only just from an ingredient standpoint, but the community standpoint and aspect as well?
Like from day one, the goal was to always buy local and buy from community, because community is literally what keeps you going. If you don't have people coming in from the community, whether it be you or Jay or anybody else that's coming in, it feels good to know that you're also having something that's local as well. You're supporting another small business. So I can't remember exactly, but there's like this saying on like one of the memes on Facebook. about entrepreneurs. Like when you buy or when you come into my shop, you're not only buying a smoothie or a juice, but you're helping me pay for basketball lessons. You're helping me pay for lacrosse. You're helping me pay for travel basketball. Anything that my girls want to do. That's what it's about. Like I it's my way of supporting. So it's also. Milk and Honey, they're also in Smithsburg. So whenever I can, I try to buy from them too. I get a lot of my kale from them.
Okay.
And Greensboro Farms, which is right down on Wilson's Boulevard, I try to make sure if I can, I buy from them. Of course, as entrepreneurs and small business owners, you try to find the best deal. But you also got to think of the bigger picture, what's going to keep you going in the long run. If I can keep them going, they can keep me going. And then I can keep them going. And it's just like an ecosystem. Yeah. We keep each other going. So
yeah. That's I just love the different, obviously a lot of people preach community and there's a lot of different ways that you can attack it, but you just went ahead and hey, straight from all these farms, straight from, whether it's the community in downtown to actually sourcing that. As we start to transition here, for somebody who wants to start their own, not maybe restaurant, but just kind of like a grab and go, like you have, what tips and advice do you have for them that they want to start their own, maybe not 90s, but maybe 80s rock bar?
Always do your homework. Always know that whatever your vision is, execute it, but do your research. Like we had to think, like, is this the right location for Tribe? So you even got down to the location. Like, will this work for Tribe, or will we be better out on Dual Highway or whatever? So when I've seen the location, I fell in love with it. I knew that's where we needed to be. So it's definitely about doing your research, your homework, seeing if it's going to work in even the town that you're in. So that's important. Like I know that I grew up in Hagerstown. So when we got of age to be able to walk downtown from the Jonathan Street area, to be able to walk downtown to when Rocky's Pizza was right downtown. Rocky's literally used to be where the yarn shop is now.
Okay, well, so right there.
Yeah,
okay.
Listen, once you got of age to be able to walk down there, and I think then a special was like $2.50.
Wow.
So you get
that was for a whole pizza.
That was for your slice. I think you got like 4 slices and a drink, So that was major. You could walk down there with your friends and share a slice of pizza. So it's like, it brings back in community, businesses, supporting businesses. A child can support a business. Like my girls love the doghouse.
Very good.
I preach health, but they love the doghouse. I'm not going to take that away from them. But it's just like I said, it's like an ecosystem, just continuing to support local, especially the downtown businesses. And I love how it's growing. I love the major impact all businesses are making. Cannon Coffee's doing the doggone thing. Like, I remember when they first opened and they was doing the build out of the side for the summer all that. So
now they have another spot right by UCC.
It just keeps getting better and better. And I love that we have prime examples of what it can be to be a successful entrepreneur. And good thing is you can almost go to any business downtown and be like, hey, I need your help. How do I do this? And they're willing to help. As well as the Hagerstown, the people in the economic department, they're willing to help. I've had several meetings where I had to say, I need to come sit down. I don't know what I'm doing with this grant. So, but it feels good to have a strong knit community that you can talk to anytime.
Yeah, that's definitely, because it's one thing to obviously, be an entrepreneur. It's one thing to be a business owner, but it's another thing to enact that wisdom onto the other, especially the youth, because they're next. They're going to be running the shop there soon. And it's definitely
time that we preach to our younger kids about ownership, entrepreneurship, whether you own your own home or own a piece of land, we have to obtain these things so then we can pass them down to our kids, whether it be chains of juice bars or chains of coffee shops or pizza shops, or we have to put that in play so they can continue to grow as well.
Yeah.
It's very important. Like financial literacy is
right. Yeah.
We can't do any of this without financial literacy. So you pulling everyone in together is also like a really dope community move that you may, or, you know, with yourself. So bringing all these businesses together and letting them aware of what's going on. And, you know, I love the video she did because the first person that says, I'm getting a smoothie, and it was from Tribe.
Yeah.
So I thought that was dope too.
It's a, we can't go into it too, but it's definitely from my end, it's really rewarding to see. As we start to wrap up a little bit here, I wanted to go back to the music, back to 90s R&B, hip hop. What are your top 3 groups from that decade? And then your favorite song from each one of the groups or bands. Putting you on the spot.
I have to put Arrested Development on rotation. Yes. Well, of course, Tribe. Bonita Applebaum. Got it going on.
Okay.
Can I Kick It? You know that's a classic. They're all classics. De La Soul. Like I love all them groups. It's a different kind of era where you can put it on repeat. You never get tired of it. You know, you can listen to them all collectively and you don't get tired of it. So it's good.
I love me some Run DMC too.
Yeah. Yes.
My Adidas.
Yes.
Well, Erika, as we start to wrap up, thank you so much for being on here and sitting down with us. Please, if you guys haven't already, go visit Tribe Called Juice Press, 41 South Potomac Street, located right beside the Maryland Theater. Just the organic and no preservative, you know, anything going into the process. Like we said, the quality is night and day. I highly recommend go check it out. Go get a smoothie. Go get Nutty by Nature.
Nutty by Nature.
Yeah, but these last 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, shameless plug. Say anything about Tribe, anything you got good going on.
Yeah, so to me, Tribe is art. Anything I make, especially like my Asiabo, it's art to me. I put heart into that art, you know. So if you come get one of them from me, I'm putting my heart into it. I'm gonna ask you specifically what do you like on your bowl. You know, my granola, my coconut flakes, all that's art. I'm finally trying to place that on top of your bowl so you get an amazing experience. You know, I want you to. I'm gonna give out samples. I'm gonna let you know that this is quality. And I wouldn't settle for anything less.
Boom. There you go. Love it. Thank you so much, Erika. Like you said, go check out Tribe Called Juice Press. Download Learnicity. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.